Hi there! Welcome to a new episode in the Picture Perfect Quilt Along. Today we will be quilting with the every angle ruler. Hi there! My name is Irene. Welcome to the Sugary Doo studio. Today we get to quilt block 5. Block 5 of the Picture Perfect Quilt Along. Where we fill a Polaroid picture every 2 weeks to practice our ruler work. And today we will be quilting with the every angle ruler. This is a ruler by Amanda Murphy, and I love it because it has a nice long straight edge and it has a lot of markings of angles on it. So it's perfect for working on a bigger quilting machine. If you want a straight ruler to work on your domestic sewing machine, maybe the Shorty by 𝗳𝗲𝗿𝗄𝗄 is a better fit, since that is a little bit a shorter straight ruler. Yeah, so let's dive right in and quilt this block. For the markings on this block, we will need a grid of 1.5 inch. And I'm just going to test out what color shows on the video. Yeah, the purple shows the best. That also does disappear in time, so not completely sure how long that will stay there. But yeah, for markings we will need a 1.5 inch grid, which means I'm just starting at the left and making lines all the way across. Probably also one, yeah, I'm also going to mark one here in the border, just so that's easier to quilt. Then I also have a reference point over there. And I'm going to start from the bottom. There we go, and also here one more at the top. Okay, so grab your ruler and let's get quilting. For this block we will practice with aiming, where we will land with our stitched line. So I'm going to bring up my thread in the bottom left. There we go. And we are going to stitch towards the next corner. So there you see that next corner of the square. That is what I'm aiming for. Let's see what gives you the best view. I think this will help. So we cannot line up the ruler on that point, because we will always end up 1/4 inch away from the ruler, since we have a ruler foot of 1/4 inch. So you need to eyeball it a little bit, and this block is going to help you practice that. So we're going to make a straight line towards that corner, and then we're going to make a straight line down to this one. So don't put your ruler on that point, but about 1/4 inch away from it. That's it. We are going to make a lovely chevron today. There we go. So with every new line, you get to eyeball and practice where you will land. So it's good that I made this line as well, because I want to end up in that point. So I'm just going to find my marker. Don't know where I left it. Just going to point out these crossings as well. Then I have a reference point of where to go. But of course, before you get there, you will stop at the edge of the block. Then we travel up. A little bit further. so that we can move again to there. So these lines will be, what's the name? Running along, not perpendicular, but, well, you probably know the word. Parallel, that's the word. So these lines run parallel. Yeah, so there our chevron appears. I'm going to continue quilting like this and show you the result when I did the whole block. And then after I will give you some ideas to make it a little bit more interesting, because this is our basic chevron and I have a few options of what you can do with that. Now we get to the top of the block. I just wanted to show you how you can use those angle markings. Because we are quilting on a 45-degree angle, so you can use this line to your advantage. When you line that up, then you have the same angle as the lines that we are quilting. So especially at the top, because now well, you have this line here and there, and you don't start at the corner, so it can be a little bit more tricky to see where your ruler needs to go. So what I like to do is line up this 45-inch ruler with my marking over here, and then eyeball a 1/4-inch space over there, and then I already know where the ruler should be without even looking at this point. So the 45 angle ruler, or the 45 angle line, goes with this one, and then it's parallel to all the other lines we've quilted. There we go, stop within the frame, and then the other direction the same. So here's my 45-inch line, 45 angle line in the other direction. So I travel a little bit and check where we're at. So now I need to make sure that this space is about a 1/4 inch, so it's a little bit too big still. Travel a little bit further. There we go. I think this will do. That did nicely. Yeah, so this is how you can use the angles on your ruler as well. There we go. Now our base is done, and I will put some ideas in the screen to give you options on what to do. You can also find all these options on the blog post. So if you want to look at them a little bit longer, just go to the blog post, which is linked in the description below. So follow that link to the 𝗲𝗰𝗄 blog and you can find all these images as well. I am going to go for the double chevron. So what I'm going to do is quilt another line that is just a 1/4 inch away from the lines that I've already quilted. So I'm just going to travel back along all the lines that I've quilted, then on a 1/4 inch difference, 1/4 inch distance. So my ruler can be exactly on the lines, and then just continue stitching. And there we have our 5th block quilted with a nice double chevron And I'm curious to see what kind of variations on the chevron you will be quilting with the straight ruler. There we go. Have fun quilting!